1, 2, 3. Because these work.
And where's Hardy? There's no Hardy today.
We have taken Hardy and we had to put him away because he's a little bit, all right, he can either be good or he cannot be good. And we didn't need him in here today.
Not today, no.
All right, so Jeff, hey man, today, new day, new Monday. Welcome back. It's good to see you, buddy.
Always good to be here.
Yeah, so what we wanted to talk about this week, which I think is going to be super helpful, is the word gratitude. Gratitude. And how does that play out in your world right now?
So gratitude is a word that's been around for a long time, but a lot of people just take it for granted. It is really taking the time out intentionally every single day, pausing and thinking about what you are grateful for. We take for granted so many things throughout our day. We're just moving forward. We've got so much going on in our lives. We're forever going forward, chasing something, trying to get somewhere. You're late for this, you're late for that. Quite often, people take the gratitude of their breath for granted. So one of the things that we got taught during COVID is how much we actually take for granted and appreciate during our day. That is one of the connection moments, the ability to communicate with people, the ability to go and see people. We actually had stopped thinking how important that was until someone said, you can't go and do that anymore.
It's like taking away our freedom, right?
Correct.
And that's exactly what happened. It felt like we had our freedom taken away. And for some people, that never changed. Their lives never changed a bit, didn't make much of a difference. However, you know what? It's the lives that did change, how much gratitude played out or didn't play out for those individuals, that weren't appreciative of what they had beforehand, and where they're at now. So,
and in our society, in a Western society, quite often it's the external things we judge people on, whether the nice house, the nice car, the clothes, the external trappings. But when you are really appreciating everything that you have, we live in luxury compared to other countries. We're in Australia, you're an American,
right,
living in Australia. We have this amazing country we live in. And it's not until you travel overseas to other countries, developing nations, third world nations, do you realise how lucky we are in Australia. We have free healthcare.
Yeah, which is amazing, absolutely amazing. I remember, it's a good point you just brought up, because years ago when I was visiting family in the U.S., I got sick, I needed to go to a doctor, and it became one of these issues about insurance and, did I get the right insurance for my travel and all that. Not knowing that you could, if we're here in Australia, we take it for granted because we could just go through the public system and see somebody.
Yeah.
So coming back to that whole thing about being grateful, like even the room that we're sitting in right now, not everybody can see this, but I've been in some pretty funny predicaments with filming and with videos in terms of podcasting, and I feel super grateful to even have this space that we're in today to be able to do what we're doing. So,
and the process of being grateful is a daily action. You just have to stop, take a time, whether that's in the morning, whether that's at night. My family, we do it around the dinner table. At the end of the meal, we talk about what 3 things are we grateful for today. And we go around and each of us comes up with a new topic, not the same ones, a new topic to make sure we appreciate how lucky we are to be alive, to be happy and healthy. That's the most important thing.
That's a good thing that you just pointed out. We haven't been able to do it for a number of years, but and thank you for sharing that, because we had a wall right beside our table, and we called it the Grateful Wall. And at nighttime, we had these little cards, and we'd write out what we're grateful for. Same thing, and we'd pin them up onto some strings that go across the back of the wall. And we would read them out to each other, which is just as impactful as, saying it, because you have to write it. There's something about writing out the word. You have to think about it, and then to be able to repeat it. So that obviously, I guess when you're grateful for stuff, you will receive more. But when you're not grateful, it's like the world doesn't want to deliver anything else to you. Have you ever noticed that?
Yes.
Yeah. So for people out there that don't recognize if they're grateful or not, what kind of exercises do you think besides the dinner table that you could teach somebody?
The really simple thing is to stop throughout your day, pause, take a moment, and think of 3 things that very day you are grateful for. It might be that your coffee was a really good cup of coffee. It might be that you got that green light on the way to work rather than a red light. It's the simplest things. What you're doing though, every day you start talking about what you're grateful for, you're programming your mind to start looking for more and more things to be grateful for, and then you truly begin to appreciate your life. This is not just a feel-good rainbows and unicorns kind of thing.
Right.
This is rooted in neuroscience. The studies have been done in the last 10 to 20 years that show you that working on gratitude as a daily practice leads to longer-term happiness and health throughout your life.
Fantastic.
So if you want to know more about the research, hit us up and we can share with you the actual research that shows you the process, the daily practice, and the outcomes for you to live a happier and healthier life.
Awesome. And since you've said that, if somebody wants to get in contact with you, how do they do that?
Just go to our website, maxwellmckeon.com.au.
Fantastic. Put your comments in the section down below. We'd love any questions that you might also have you want to throw at us, and we'd love to talk about it too. Hey, Jeff, thanks again for being on.
Always a pleasure, my friend.
All right, buddy.